Hello. ChatGPT has only been out for a very short time, but it has created a global earthquake. Maybe now you still hear this name strange, but just a few more days. Well, it will be famous, equal to iPhone and Google. Because experts compare that the birth of ChatGPT is a turning point for all of humanity. That is also what makes the leader of giants Google had to put on a red alert for all employees when they realized the terrible threat coming from ChatGPT. So, what is ChatGPT? Let's find out now. You will surely have to admit that the power of a computer is unimaginable. If you have a library with 1,000,000 books, billions of lines of text, and now you want to find a piece of information in that 1,000,000 books, how long does it take you? Maybe your whole life, not sure to find it. But with a computer, it only takes a few seconds to finish. However, if all of this, which makes you think that computers are so useful and it makes our lives become so easy and it's so amazing, then actually, with ChatGPT, you will see everything still too outdated. Why? With its high applicability and the ability to process millions of billions of calculations per second, people are still looking for ways to exploit the maximum power of computers. If before, the search for a result in billions information, which is already great, now, humans want more than that. We want a computer that, without asking, but it knows what we want, and provides the necessary information. We want something that can think like a human, not wait human gives orders, but it knows what to do. And that is, artificial intelligence. And in the race to develop artificial intelligence, there are thousands of companies around the world competing with each other, including a company called OpenAI, which has made the difference. OpenAI was originally a non-profit organization, created by the following people. First is Altman, a young Jewish member who dropped out while studying at Stanford University, and later get an honorary degree at the University of Waterloo. Next, a famous human widely known, billionaire Elon Musk. Next, the founder of the social network, LinkedIn Hoffman. And in addition have a number of other characters. And the interesting thing is that OpenAI at that time created for non-profit purposes. The creators of this organization decided, not for money, but they wanted to create technologies that can serve life of mankind. And one of the outstanding products of OpenAI is ChatGPT. In a nutshell, ChatGPT is a computer brain with artificial intelligence. It can learn and synthesize a lot of information sources, read a lot of books, and create its own style. So what ChatGPT can do? Perhaps, you will be amazed with what it shows. A journalist tried to suggest ChatGPT, wrote an explanation about a new concept, about technology, and it was done, in a few minutes. After reading its article, this author was astounded, with its professional presentation, argumentation, and style, on a par with a college essay. And he tried submitting the article to the editors, who published it shortly after, and helped the journalist earn $615. Even if it was only through ChatGPT, which took a few minutes. Another person, a programming teacher, request ChatGPT wrote a lesson plan for him. And in just a few minutes, ChatGPT finished writing a lesson plan with high quality. Just need to edit a few sentences from that, then can be given to students. That lesson plan, even more easier to understand than the lesson plan of some real teachers. Especially, ChatGPT can understand and be fluent almost all kinds of programming languages. That means, it is the most knowledgeable programming teacher in the world. Not to mention, it can also communicate with users in hundreds of languages around the globe. With difficult requirements like writing a 1,000-word essay, or summarizing a 1,000-word article into a short paragraph, ChatGPT can do well. The articles created by it are considered to be in-depth, have their own style, have a clear layout, and tight arguments. You can ask it to write a tenancy, a job application, email reports to your boss, or explain the legal regulations. It can do just fine. If for a long time you needed to find information, you search, and Google will show you thousands of web pages for you to read for yourself. Now with ChatGPT, if you don't do that, it will aggregate data on the internet and translate it into a complete, easy-to-understand article for you, instead of having to visit and read hundreds of articles to find the information for yourself. It is that which has caused Google's leadership to turn on urgent warnings and meet to find solutions to deal with this chatbot. As you can see, the world is changing very fast. Google today may be popular, but maybe tomorrow, ChatGPT will take the throne, and Google will die as Yahoo. So if it doesn't change, then we'll die. With the advent of ChatGPT, it is very likely that professions such as teachers, journalists, or those working in information aggregation and data analysis will lose their jobs. Even if the latter, you need to flirt but don't know how to text, you can completely let ChatGPT text and flirt crush for you. Or, in the opposite case, you may not know you are having a nice and smart guy flirting, or you're being flirted with by a bot. That's it. ChatGPT is very potential, and we will wait and see how it will create a revolution in the future. Thank you for watching the video. Most likely later, you will see the Knowledge Nook, which is created by the computers, and the admin is being forced to do hard labor by them to build a development factory electricity to feed them. Goodbye and see you again.